Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good morning to all of you. Boleh dengar suara saya?
Morning, Doctor. Boleh.
Okay, so today we want to discuss about the IT infrastructure and emerging technologies. Okay, so since we already hit by pandemic COVID, so there are a lot of changing in IT infrastructure and also the emerging technologies that we can see. Okay, like previously, people not working at home, okay, using their computers and so on and so forth, and then all the learning itself happen only at home. So this is not how to say challenge or apa nama ni obstacle, okay, to all the society to apply or to implement such as networking, okay, having a meeting, having a learning, and so on and so forth. All right. So, so today we have a lot to be discussed, but we try to pick one or two issues, maybe the closer issues that we apa nama ni occurs nowadays. So in this slide, there are some definition of IT infrastructure, and also we need to describe each of component, okay, and then describe the stage and technology drivers of IT infrastructure evolution, access contemporary computer hardware platform trend, access contemporary software platform trend, and then evaluate the challenges of managing IT infrastructure and management solution. Okay, so this is the previous problem by Bart. Okay, problem is aging system no longer able to provide information rapidly enough for timely decision, too unreliable reliable for 24/7 operation. So solution replace and upgrade hardware and software and use leading edge technology. For example, grid computing, virtualization, blade server, and then last, demonstrate IT roles in using resources more efficiently, reducing computing energy usage, modernizing services. Okay, so this all actually apa nama ni you need to know, because of if you apply for the IT officer, so this is all kind of information technology which is related or which is focusing more towards the IT officer job. So even though just now we can say that almost all people know about the information technology, but not all people actually know about the detail of information technology, such as the hardware, software, and so on. Okay, that's the thing. So if just now you are working in your company, so you need to know, okay, as an IT person, you need to know that is it our server still compatible with the to serve the data or the transaction that currently you do. Okay, so this is the thing that you need as an IT officer. You need to more think out of the box, and the most important is how to solve the problem to make your IT system uh, serve better your transaction. Okay, let me show you a simple video about the evolution of information technology. Yeah.
Hi there, I'm Jen from Digital IT, and today I'll be explaining the evolution of IT infrastructure from its humble beginnings to the complex network that we are so familiar with. First off, the word IT infrastructure may not make any sense to you. That's okay. You have heard the word infrastructure before in reference to things like buses, roads, bridges, and other structures that make cities more connected. You won't find any city buses in IT infrastructure, but it is a similar idea. Simply put, IT infrastructure is a combination of hardware, software, networks, and all other kinds of information technology components that work together to monitor, control, and support your IT needs. So what was there before computers? Well, throughout most of the 1900s, the full extent of most businesses' IT was based in an accounting or calculating machine.
Okey, dapat dengar saya?
Yes, Dr. Kan.
Inilah masalah dia. Tahun 2021 pun still have the internet disconnection. Aduh, tension. Okay, we continue our journey. Alright, and then we want to discuss about the challenges of managing IT infrastructure and management solution. Okay, so like just now, when we talk about smart city, when we talk about service infrastructure, talk about the facility infrastructure like bullet train, apa lagi, so on so forth. So there are a lot of IT infrastructure that has been evolved, and then they are using the current technology to speed up, okay, to speed up almost everything, including transaction, including services, including how to say, they want to beat time, okay. People want to beat time. People don't have any time. They want to beat the time. So we can see that a lot of infrastructure being developed and then being shared, okay, being shared to the rest of the people that put their interest into. Okay, so having experience from your side, okay, having experience, maybe you use the services, you use your apa ni, the transaction facility and so on and so forth. So maybe today we can share, okay, we can share and we learn. Maybe we are not regularly going to another country to have something like sightseeing or visiting and so on and so forth. So today we want to discuss about the challenges of managing IT infrastructure and managing towards the management solution. Okay, all right. Any example or issues that you want to discuss? Ada tak? Banyak benda ni. People are talking about previously like a bullet train. So do you see some videos or apa nama ni, movies related to the apa nama bullet train ni technology? So like previously, I can't remember, I watching one of the video because the first venture of the bullet train is in Japan, but then I can't remember Russian or Germany, I can't remember, or North Korea. They are built the fastest bullet train in the world, which is connected from one district state to another state within less than 2 hours, something like that. Okay, how about in Malaysia? So kalau kat Malaysia ni macam mana? Ataupun dekat negara luar? Saya tak nak sebut nama. Guys.
What was the question again, Doctor? Sorry, saya tak dengar.
No,
Saya dengar
actually,
last, saya tak nak sebut nama. Saya dengar tu aja.
oh yeah. No, actually, we want to discuss about the challenges of managing IT infrastructure and management solution. So based on the current problems in your company or other company, so maybe you can through your observation or through your experience that you think that this is the this company have the challenges of managing IT infrastructure, which is their services, service provider, the infrastructure is back towards the 5 years back or 10 years back technology. That's the thing.
Yes, sir. There are. Example, Unify. They claim 100 Mbps, but now few days, I think I ran a speed test is about 10 Mbps. Upload, download also 10 Mbps. And what I'm thinking, Secom is much better. Secom broadband is much better rather than Unify. What they claim is not exactly true. I don't know anybody else, but I think Unify need to make something need to revamp back what happened now because of PKP. Mostly people are using internet from home. That's why maybe the traffic is so jammed. But
Yes.
but how long can we keep it like this? We pay about 100 something for the licenses, but
Yeah.
it doesn't. It defeat
Yes.
the purpose. That's all my sharing, Doctor.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yes, definitely. This is the case, a big case of Malaysia situation, which is I'm also subscribed for the 100 Mbps Unify. So for your information, the core of the fiber optic is owned by TM. Okay, is owned by TM. So the rest of the service provider like Setcom, like apa nama ni, Maxis, so on and so forth, they are sharing the TM fiber optic. So if one of these so-called like apa nama ni, how to say your name? Okay, Azim, okay. Sorry, Azim. What Mr. Azim state that yes, it is something they are not giving a huge Mbps, okay, megabyte per second to the user. The promotion is quite, interactive, okay, very interactive. But we still have the problem with the bandwidth and so on and so forth. Because just now we are not saying that 100% coverage by all the service provider. That's the thing. So like mine, previously I'm using Setcom, and then suddenly when Unify offer the numbers, which is there is no charging for the surfing of the internet. So I just changing from the Celcom towards the TM line. So so far for me is quite okay, but I can say that the remain best telecommunication service provider is lead by Celcom. Okay, but the facility is owned by TM, Telecom Malaysia, fiber optic cable. Okay, owned by TM. Okay, good. So is there any challenges or issues that you want to discuss? Apa lagi?
I have one, Doctor.
Yes.
In my office, we use our own cloud.
which is ECRDC cloud. It's just like Google Drive,
Mm-hmm.
but the acceptance of the cloud among us is I would say moderate. It's not low, but it's moderate.
Mm-hmm.
So when we share files, it is not streamed, it is not sync, but among us, some would prefer Google Drive. Some like me, I prefer Google Drive, but some others use our own company's cloud. So there's a gap between that, and I reckon this have to be streamlined lah. Penerimaan dari segi comfortable lah. I comfortable on Google Drive sebab Google Drive ni dia bila klik tu you boleh view files terus.
Yeah.
Tapi cloud company I ni bila kita tekan view dia terus download. So that one lah. Tu that one of the challenges lah, doctor.
Yeah, actually there are a lot of challenges. Even though the cloud also have the limitation, but when we talk about cloud, there is no limitation of cloud. But the people that who created the cloud actually put a limitation because we do not know how limit that cloud for certain cloud like Google Cloud and so on and so forth. So also iOS also have their own cloud.
That's a very expensive, doctor.
Yes, definitely. iOS is very expensive and they are not friendly actually. They are not friendly. All those gadgets, it is how to say not suitable with the Android. So that's why if you want to, I mean buy the things. I mean Android versus iOS. So definitely majority they are using Android rather than iOS because iOS, when we use iOS, definitely in company we need to invest a lot of money because of there are a lot of how to say the price of the iOS itself is main cater for the iOS. So if your staff using the Android phone, so definitely
it's not compatible.
Compatible, but not so compatible. There are something restricted and so on and so forth. The best thing of the iOS, which is we can tracking, we can do some tracking for almost people using the iOS, using the tracking system, and then the satellite can detect which place that we are going. And then the most significant by using the iOS is that when crime happen, so and then the iOS of the how to say the tracking system have been logged in active.
GPS coordinate.
Yes, GPS, something like that. And then for the crime, it is more easiest because of the iOS is meant for their parents sahaja. Parents meaning to say that belongs to you. Okay, dia hanya ada parents sahaja. They belongs to you. So everybody cannot log in because of every single software in iOS being locked. Okay, only the user or parents only can log in to operate their system. Okay, so apa lagi kalau kita tengok dalam kita punya ni?
Just want to add, doctor.
Yeah.
When you say about thief, when you say about criminals,
Yeah.
it's good to hear that today kita mana ada dengar kes-kes kecurian phone macam dulu-dulu kan. So it's kind of a good thing lah.
Yeah.
Tak ada dah kes-kes curi phone sebab ada GPS, ada ID. Then curi pun is useless, tak boleh guna.
Yeah. Betul. Because of they know, because they are using the same system. So that's the thing. That's why lah. If we can see recent movie like action movie. So the thief the criminal actually try to use the old apa nama ni analog phone. Okay, macam apa ni, like previously kita kata phone zaman dinosaur lah, yang kecil-kecil kan. In overseas they are selling the apa nama ni like recycle phone tu, macam pakai buang tu. Okay, pakai buang. So they are using that things sebenarnya. Baik, let try to apa nama ni bring yourself into the huge industry. Okay, huge industry like warehouse. Okay, like warehouse. Okay, gudang old warehouse versus the evolution of IT infrastructure, which is artificial intelligence warehouse. Okay, so siapa boleh share, please?
Doctor, if I can share, and regarding to the warehouse, last week I watched a video about warehouse, which is Amazon warehouse. It is very interesting. I can see that all the movement is used by a robot, from taking the goods and sorting the goods, and by using the only information system. Next that I can share is regarding the issue of cashless transaction, which in our country is developed, but still limited, I think. The cashless transaction that I like the most is, for example, Petronas, the settle, is actually a good application that can I find among the apa ni, gas station, which will ease us to purchase the petrol.
Okay, good. Petronas tu apa nama dia punya tagline tu?
Settle, Doctor.
Settle. Okay, this is one of the good example, because we are talking about the IT infrastructure, enhancement of IT infrastructure. So this is the things that we want to discuss today. There is a lot of emerging technologies that currently happen. Okay, let me share with you about the Amazon that apa namanya mentioned by Nashran. Okay, so it is very actually very interactive and very short times, and you know without any how to say fault. Okay. Okay, if you can see, this is the small robots. Okay, and then the floor itself been tagged by RFID and QR code. Okay, so it is have a huge amount of lifting. Okay, kalau tengok cara dia lifting kalau dulu kita menggunakan forklift, previously we use forklift, now we are using a heavy duty of robot. Okay, this is the things we discussed previously, like there are a lot of jobs will be removed, okay, from the list, meaning to say that you need to have also the programmers of the to monitor the system. Kalau gudang ni, if this warehouse need to have around 2,000 workers, so nowadays warehouse only use something like 50 staff only. Okay, and then this robot working without any fault. Dia tengok adalah yang boleh kira lah. Some part they need to have a human, some part they are not using human, but this part of human can be replaced soon or later. This one is packaging. Alright. Okay. Okay, nampak tak? So there is reducing a human, okay, because human have many behavior but not robots, okay. Macam-macam perangai kita, a lot of behaviors in human. We have mad, we have sad, we have we have angry, we have sad, we have happy, we have moody, and so on and so forth, but not robots. So robots can operate 24/7 but not human. And if warehouse previously operate 24/7, there will be 3 or 4 shifts, okay, for the human. It is not include about the OT, about the cuti sakit, cuti rehat, and so on and so forth. Okay, this is the thing. So that's why we need to realize that we are now roboting actually replacing the human, but we actually can control the technology. If we rely on the technology, meaning to say that we operating our business in fully technology, okay, using the current technology, but the huge investment need to be calculated, okay. So memang perlu modal yang besar lah, okay. So depends on the warehouse. But if you see the Amazon warehouse just now, before they want to transform from the traditional approach, IT back 10 years technology, before transform into the smart warehouse, the technician and also the computer or programmer sit together and develop a simulation first, okay. Smart terminal, airport terminal, or smart and whatsoever smart related to the huge industry, definitely they are using the simulation software to simulate to simulate in the first place, okay. Ya, tengoklah produk itu akan bergerak pergi ke mana, and what kind or type of robot will be in charge. Maybe put a QR sticker and so on and so forth, and goes to the another part, another section to another section, something like that. So even though one of my friends using their research related to smart port, okay, smart port. So smart port also use a huge IT infrastructure, but the most rely on the IT management solution is the logistic area, okay. Logistic memang dia akan gunakan IT ni sebenarnya untuk capture dia punya movement, capture dia punya apa nama ni product being transfer. Okay, so sekejap saya tengok. So now banyaklah kita pakai smart lah. Okay. Tengok yang ni.
At DHL, we have a very methodical approach towards innovation. We have very strict phase gates and only scale globally if we are confident that it will bring outcome for us or our customers. We take innovation very serious. We always have in our mind how we can better serve our customers, how we can have better quality, how we can have better safety, and how we can operate everything that we do in a better way. We publish a trend radar. We look at social, at business, or at technology trends in a very frequent manner. So we try things out in a local environment and prove it there. And then we move to the next phase, where we scale this up to proof of concepts in a regional environment. And once we have proven that part, we would scale globally. We move things. So things have always been important for us. The Internet of Things is not a new term for us. It's been something we have been connecting devices to our networks for a long, long time.
Data we are actually looking at is something that the IT systems had it there for many months or even years. I think that the IoT platform, what it brings is give us access to the data in a very fast manner, real time.
We have a unique position. We have a great breadth of operations across the globe. We are the biggest player on the market, and we have had really good success in driving those innovations across the globe.
Thanks to our executive relationship with Cisco, they basically brought a product that today can definitely cover that indoor positioning with the infrastructure we already have set up. What is important also is that you have a visualization tool that helps you understand that information and put the information into context. This is why actually we needed an extra partner, and in this case, Conduce was brought into the mix. So the three parties, Cisco, DHL, and Conduce, actually put the system together. Basically, you're using 4 sources of information. The first one is around indoor positioning. We are able to capture the Wi-Fi location of our scanners. We are also capturing the utilization of our material handling equipment. We also are capturing data around the warehouse management systems. What are the tasks that are actually directed to our users? All those sources together basically bring us the visualization in the warehouse. As we started the project, we actually looked mainly at 2 aspects of that. One was around increasing efficiency in our warehouses. We want to see if we can actually run them better. And the second one was around safety. As we basically move forward, we wanted this actual tool to give us some insights in terms of making decisions. And again, in the positioning of individuals, we can actually get very interesting insights, such as, for example, heat maps. The heat maps will, of course, give us where are the highest concentrations of individuals and also with the formats. And as a result of that, we could also bring some proactive safety measures. But for us, what is important is to ensure whether the new technology actually is going to bring a benefit or not. We do have a series of lighthouses, one of them being Berlin.
The lighthouse facility is a selected site where we show our best practices in operations and use it also for pilots in new process setups. The Internet of Things gives us a better view into our warehouse. We can replay activities over a period of time and analyze what happened and try to find alternatives. For the size of this operation, 40,000 square meters, it's impossible for a supervisor or an operations manager to have a full overview. Our first use case was asset utilization, material handling equipment, where we can analyze the usage over a day, a week, or a month time. The inventory optimization identifies opportunity to put the right parts at the right spot of the warehouse to minimize travel distances. For safety, there are two ways to use the tool. We use it to review the traffic plan, so you can see the heat maps and determine if the flows are okay. And we use it to review incidents, so impacts or conditions, because the tool will really show you what happened. With the tool, you can very quickly visualize where opportunities are and adjust your warehouse setup. This way of looking at things is really brand new. Normally, an engineer would look at flat lists to really turn data into information, but now he has one screen with a clear visualization of what happened in the warehouse, and that really adds value.
The IoT journey is something that we're gonna be walking, and the ones who will basically not walk the path of digitalization will be basically left outside. No longer we can actually wait for months to get a report or weeks. We need to take decisions now about things that are happening now. That for us has been the energy that was fueling the project for the last months. Understanding that, yes, we are somehow changing the way we're actually running logistics.
We think that digitalization will have a huge impact to our industry. The whole supply chain will be fully digitalized, and we will see the advent of new services, new solutions that we can implement for our customers, and that has a profound impact on the whole industry.
Okay, Shana, what do you think? What do you think? Guys, what do you think? Berbeza very different. Okay, so there are a lot of IT infrastructure being embedded. The most current IT infrastructure, they are mentioned about the IoT, Internet of Things, because Internet of Things make their daily activity much more easier. Okay, this is the most significant. Okay, we just now we cannot running our business or our company like 10 years or 20 years back. So we are now moving forward. Okay, we are now moving forward. So let me share with you another video, which is a very significant, and then you can reduce a lot of cost, a lot of money, but for the first investment is huge of money will be invest, but the return of the investment is very how to say inilah significant lah. Okay, kejap. So this is everything being controlled by technologies which is use the Internet of Things. Okay. Hari ni tengok video je. Alright, respond. What do you think? So these all features can be seen at least kita kata dekat Dubai lah. Dubai banyak benda-benda yang pelik-pelik macam ini. Kan? So di Malaysia pun kalau kita tengok in Putrajaya, they are not very sophisticated building ataupun embedded di IT infrastructure, because just now we are still calculating, the budget to invest, but actually there is a lot of significant impact towards the emerging IT infrastructure. So that's the thing. So any comment from all of you?
Environment friendly.
Okay, environment friendly. Explain.
Because it can save a lot of power supply, energy. Sebab dia ada active night mode, boleh save.
So this is the thing, when I don't know, because of we Malaysian, we are not how to say, try to think creative, okay, try to think out of the box. So because maybe our top management is not thinking like us, like millennial generation, okay, because we need to have a very fast service or facilities to be served and so on and so forth. I can't remember one of the example, but it's okay. Like recently, I'm building so-called surau in my school, okay, because they appoint me as a young petua PIBG, okay. So they try to build so-called in Kelantan musola, okay, musola. So what happened is that I'm telling the engineer or architect to design a very green and something like reduce a lot of using the electricity, okay. So this is the thing that we need to think out of the box. If we go to the mosque, if you go to the small musola and so on, so there are a lot of buildings thing macam walls menutup cover all of musola itself. So there is a lot of huge amount using the electricity to cover the surau itself. But having a new era or the new design of these current technologies, we are using like glass, okay, to absorb the light. So then we are not regularly using the electricity, but we are brightened by original light, which is sun, okay. And then a part of it, maybe we can apply the solar pad, okay, dekat at the top of the roof. So then we generate the energy through the solar pad, okay, and then save into the devices that required for the solar, and then we can use and we can save a lot of energy, something yang macam tu lah. So therefore we need to try to think differently. But in Malaysia, people don't like people who things different. Okay, so biasalah tu, tak tahu lagi lah bila kita nak mengubah tanggapan mereka. Okay, so I think that's all for today. Alright, thank you very much for attending class. So please make sure that you form into groups, for project groups to 4 people for one group. Okay, 4 person for one group. Okay, all the instruction has been given. So you please submitted to me 2 weeks before apa nama ni, you punya study week. Okay, before study week, because you will have your presentation session. So your presentation only submit the soft copy of the project and also the video of presentation link by YouTube saja. Saya nak link you apa nama, salah seorang daripada you apa nama ni, record and then share the link only. Okay, not the video but the link of the video through YouTube. Okay, itu saja. Right, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam, Doktor.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doktor.
Doktor.
Thank you,
Thank
Doctor.
you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.